It's not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Play fake. Mayfield toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd and short.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Detroit!
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And this results in 6. Touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Madden legends are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Melvin Ingram able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Keenum. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Keenum. Buying time to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Well, I think a free play here for Keenum. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. 5 yards on the pickup. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Back to throw, Keenum. Flushed out right. Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown, Titans. Antonio Brown, 40 yards. And the Titans are able to strike for 6.
Well, partner, go ahead and strike up the band. Cue up the dance moves. AB is in the end zone yet again. And that's not a surprise at all. His ability but turn something into a bigger play after the catch. That run after catch, one of the things that helps separate him as one of the elite receivers in the NFL.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 17-14. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out now come the legends, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And Olsen over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. But now it's 1st and 10. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run with a Hall of Famer, Sanders. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Caught left side by Cobb. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. from the gun. Mayfield. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. A first down throw for Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. And Janikowski bangs it through, and we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right? Yeah,
you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Madden legends heading back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll look to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the...